People from New York's Division 2.
Right, Division 2. You wanted them, you got them. Jump in. Hurry.
Jump on in here.
Yep. Come tell us to say hi. Have you lost yet?
No.
There it is. Get in. Have you lost?
No.
Have you lost?
No.
Neither one of these. Come slide it. Nope. See right here. You can't see you. The camera's fault. Mercy, slide. There you go. Okay. New York people, be happy. They've not lost, and they've got to go. See ya. Hi, Mom. You think she's watching? Somebody named Jennifer from New York is watching. Maybe your mother. I think it is. Hey, look, we have got to verify whether that's right about falls or not. Hey, Bobby.
Bobby Smith, get over here, sir.
Yes.
We have a question for you.
You think you can eat? I think, Bobby, did your team just take a loss? That's your first loss? Do you know anything about falls? Okay, sorry. Go back to eating. We don't like to unlike Jono. I'm not big into interviewing people when they lose. he will.
I'll interview anybody, man.
You will. Oh, did you just lose? Come here. How do you feel about it?
How do you feel about airing out on the last question? Losing 10 points for your team.
Bobby, how does it make you feel to be a loser?
Although I think there are plenty of people out there.
I'm supposed to be quiz mastering right now, by the way, but this is way more fun.
I think we can get somebody.
We have yet to verify if Falls has lost. Let's check our Twitter page.
That is, we have verified that they have lost once. We're not sure if they've lost twice.
Twitter. Oh, the bird. Twitter's apparently a bird now.
It's been a bird for a little while.
Yeah, I'm not a big Twitter.
Kind of the way it rolls.
Oh, Jono keeps me up to date. Let's see. We have Fall. Oh, mercy. Wow. The Z team, also called Bethel, from the Greenville, South Carolina area, scores 130. Kettle Moraine scores 170. Falls has scored 100, and I believe that is their second loss.
I believe so.
I'm not 100% sure, but we will scroll here and see. And you guys, if you're wanting to know where we're at Twitter, which is showing you the scores as they come in. You're literally only a few minutes behind if you're on Twitter, maybe even a few seconds behind. So, yes, if you will go, if you don't know how to see the tournament on Twitter, what you do is whatever part of the website that you are on, meaning CI2012.org, at the very bottom on the left there is an F for Facebook, and there is a T on the bottom right for Twitter. Click that link. It will take you to CI2012.org, the Twitter page for CI Tournament, which is CO Invitational. At that page, the scores come in nearly instant.
They're coming in. We have somebody upstairs working for us. Give a shout out to Miss Christy Roach, a former quizzer for Woodside, who doing great for us. Another news for Falls, your Division 2 team just fell in round 5 to Temple with 190. Heritage with 180 took the middle, and Falls lost with negative 20. Right. Looks like we're about to get started in the auditorium. What teams do we have quizzing in there right now?
Could you get me the room on this picture-in-picture, and we will take you. All right. We will see the teams if you can do that for me. There we go. Okay, let's put this up.
Very important quiz for all teams.
All right, we have Open Door on the left.
The other two teams
that
will advance on.
That's Open Door on the left.
So we are ready to begin. Question number 1.
I honestly can't see the middle. We're going to take you live there now.
Question. Who came to the sepulcher? Number 1, Kevin.
This is Kevin from Open Door.
And the other disciple.
That's correct.
Nice job, Kevin.
Question number 2. Question.
We have
what were they not to marvel?
Maquanago in the middle. This is Grace D'Amico.
No, I'm sorry.
Who is on the right, Johnny?
The Z team.
The Z team from
the Z team, because they're all family. The Zimmerman family.
We're going to turn it over to you right now. You've got David Douglas in the auditorium with Open Door, Maquanago, and the Z team.
No, I'm in John 3. What were they not to marvel about that Jesus had said? That ye must be born again.
That was Quizmaster. You said they. May I make a challenge?
Yes.
In that verse, Jesus was talking to one man, Nicodemus, at night, so they would not have been proper. Like, it would have been who should not have marveled instead of they should not have. They said it. So it should have been singular.
You know, I get your point that we only know specifically that he talked to Nicodemus at the beginning. I don't necessarily think that it concludes that in the rest of the chapter that the entire chapter is only addressed to Nicodemus.
Well, not in the... Yeah, he said, marvel not that I said unto you, you must be born again. Sorry.
It actually says thee in the verse. And then bottom line is both of you were in completely different chapters too. So let me take just a second. I'll throw it out. All right, this is question number 2 repeated. Question. This is a reference question. What did Jesus say to Peter according to John 13, number 3?
If I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. This is a reference question. What did Jesus say to Peter according to John 13:10? Number 1, Shelby.
He that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit, and ye are clean but not all.
Good. Question number 3. Question. Who in John 14 asked? Number 1, Shelby.
Who in John 14 asked? In John 14 asked. Thomas. Thomas asked. Thomas asked.
On the buzzer. You got it. I was just getting ready to say time, and you did it just then. Question number 4. Question. In John 19, what did they part? Number 1, that would be Wyatt.
My raiment, referring to Judas' raiment.
Correct? Question number 5. Question. According to John 5:40, what might, number 3, Tony?
What might they might not come?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Okay, I'm sorry, we have a foul over here on the Z team. Toss-up question, remaining teams. We have a foul on both teams this time. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Number 3, that would be Jason.
Life.
That is correct. Question number 6. Question. How far were they? Number 1, Shelby.
About 20. 25. About 5 and 20 or 30 furlongs.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question number 3, Tony.
About 200 cubits. Not far from land, but as we're 200 cubits.
I'll accept that.
Mr. Quizmaster,
Yes.
may I make an appeal?
Yes.
I believe that he said about 200 cubits first time, and about means approximately, not an exact number, but the verse gives an exact number, 200 cubits.
I had to think about that before I made the decision. I would have preferred he would have said it as it were, but I think as it were probably could be defined as about. So I'm going to let the ruling stand. Question number 7. Question. According to John 10:37, number 4, Grace.
The Jews.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Number 1, Shelby.
John chapter 10, verse 37. Believe me not if I do not the works of my Father.
That is correct. Let me say to both of you young ladies, I might just be getting really tired or whatever, but I could barely hear either of you that time, so please speak up because I do not want to end up ruling someone incorrect because I don't hear them. Okay? Question number 8. Question. What immediately, number 1, Shelby.
What immediately? I should know this. What immediately? The man was made whole immediately. The man was made whole immediately.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question number 3, Tony.
The cock crew.
That's correct. Question number 9. Question. According to John 8:27, of number 4, Annie.
Of the Father.
That is correct. Question number 10. Question. According to John 11:29, how, number 2, Tamara.
Quickly.
That is correct. Yes, timeout.
My light's not coming on. I don't see my light coming on.
Mr. Kozlester,
Yes.
can we put that on? Thank you.
Keep it up, guys.
Clear? I'm serious. You watch free You don't get to dinner. All right. Are you clear?
I assume so.
What do you ask?
He asked if his light had been off the whole time. I said I have to assume so. Which I apologize for, but all right. This is question number 11. To quote these verses, question, there are 2 of them. Question, quote, John 11:25, number 3, Tony.
Jesus saith unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Number 1, Shelby.
Okay, Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Verse 26, and whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this?
That is correct. You know what you did?
I said say it.
Yes.
Okay.
Question number 12. Question. Whom did the Jews, number 1,
Jesus.
no, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. Whom did the Jews ask among number 4, Annie?
Ask among themselves. man.
No. Whom did the Jews ask among themselves if Jesus would teach? In John 7, the Gentiles. All right, free question for Open Door. Question. This is a reference question. For what did they labor according to John 6:27? Grace?
For what did they labor? Not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endures unto everlasting life.
That's correct. Question number...
Are you allowed to make an appeal on a free question?
You could, and if you're going to appeal that she shouldn't have said the negative and the positives, then I'm going to tell you that we had that discussion earlier today. I wish people wouldn't do that, but I think usually you can let a negative be part of a positive. You can't let a positive be part of a negative. All right. Question number 12. Repeated. Question. Where did Jesus spit? Number 4. Grace.
On the ground.
That's correct. Question number 13. This is a reference question. Question. What did the Jews answer? Number 4. Grace.
What did the Jews answer? Say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and hast a devil?
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. This is a reference question. What did the Jews answer unto Jesus according to John 2:18? Number 3, Tony.
What sign showest thou unto us? Seeing that thou doest these things.
20 points. Question number 14. Question. According to John 17:23, number 2, Thomas.
What? Well, they know that thou hast sent me, and I love them as thou hast loved me.
20 points. Yes. Question number 15 is a finish this verse question. Finish this verse. Then they, number 2, Tamara.
Then they sought to take him, but no man laid hands on him because his hour was not yet come.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question number 4, Grace.
Then they which heard it, being convicted by their
I'll go ahead and stop you. Then they reviled him and said, Thou art his disciple, but we are Moses' disciple. Free question. According to John 2:13, what was at hand? Number 2.
13. Jesus Passover.
10 points. All right, who called that first? Z team.
Okay, it's okay. Shake it off now.
I don't know. I assume.
It must be right.
Who have to come up?
The Z team. It will be question number 15.
One more for me. Just be careful and get it.
So you see McQuanago there, really doing a great job leading the way. Then the Z team following, and Open Door very close with the Z team. Going to be a fight for the middle. Not sure what team has how many losses or where. Haven't been able to keep track of that. But yes, MMT just said Open Door can still pull out the middle. Very possible. Question 15 in the quiz. So let's go ahead and send you guys back there right now.
Question number 15. Question. According to John 4:2, who, number 3, Tony?
His disciples. Jesus' disciples.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question number 2, Tamara.
Jesus.
That's correct. Question number 16. This is a reference question. Question. What did Jesus speak? Number 1, Shelby.
What did Jesus speak? I am the light of this world. He that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. This is a reference question. What did Jesus speak according to John 16:29? Number 5, Sarah.
Now speakest thou plainly?
No, I'm sorry. He spake no proverb. No proverb. Okay, free question for Open Door. What word might be fulfilled in John 15 that is written in their law?
They hated me without a cause. They hated me without a cause.
10 points.
Yeah, let's go. Give it up.
All right. Question number 16 repeated. Question. Out of where in John number 3, Jason?
Out of Judea.
No, I'm sorry. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. Please be careful. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question. Out of where in John 15 had Jesus, number 3, Tony?
Out of the world.
That is correct. Question number 17. Question. When did they say unto Jesus in John 6, number 4, Grace?
When did they say unto Jesus in John 6? When did they say unto Jesus?
Time. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Question number 4, Annie.
When they had found him on the other side of the sea.
That is correct. Timeout for Open Door.
What question is it? What question are we on?
This is 18. We have one extra question left.
Okay. Breathe. You got it. Good question.
18.
We're guaranteed for sure. Dumbledore gets one.
All right.
We threw a question out, right? Like this second question. You actually should have one.
Yes, there actually could be 2 questions left because we did throw one out, but we may not need any of them. So this is question number 18 repeated. Question. Okay, I'm sorry I said it wrong, but that's not something you need to interrupt the middle of the question for. Okay, question number 18. Question. Where was Philip in number 4, Grace?
Bethsaida.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that. Toss-up question, remaining teams. Number 4, Annie.
Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter.
No. This is actually Bethsaida of Galilee specifically. This is from the other one. I would have given you, if it had been from the first chapter, I would not have made you say the city of Andrew and Peter, but that would have been good. But it was not from that chapter. So we have a free question for the Z team. Your question is, this is a reference question. Who did the Jews call according to John 9:18? Number 1.
They called the parents of that had received a sight. The parents of him that had received a sight.
Good, 10 points. All right, question 18 repeated. Question. From where did the Spirit in John number 3, Tony?
Heaven.
That is correct. Question number 19 is a quote this verse question. Quote this verse, John 2:4. Number 3, Jason.
Jesus saith unto her, Woman, what am I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come.
Good. And question number 20 is a finish this verse question. Finish this verse. Judas then, number 1, Shelby.
Judas then, having received a band of men and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, cometh thither with lanterns and torches and weapons.
That is correct. All right. Let's give Open Door a hand. Their second loss. And McQuantico and the Z team survive. Yes, no problem. Yeah, I don't even know why I said 18 repeated.
Okay, we're going to come back in right now. We have some pretty exciting news. And exciting is not the right term for it, but Woodside has taken a load. And I am speaking in terms of the Division I team. Do we have that score posted? Yes. Calvary 140, Heritage 120. Woodside gets their first low. It's so interesting. The two favorites of this tournament, I said the top 3 earlier was Calvary, Hillsdale, and Woodside. Since saying that about an hour ago, 2 of those teams have a loss.
Exactly. We've said it so many times, and we'll probably say it a lot more. It's anybody's tournament.
It's anyone's tournament. Temple, Tennessee has their first low in Division II.
Before we do that, let's go ahead and take a quick minute.
Let's do it. A word from our sponsor.